Hello again, this is Old Man PHP. I create PHP video tutorials for the old guys who want to learn a new skill and compete with the young crowd. This is video number 100. Thank God. But I want to keep going. On this video, I want to give you like 3 files to create this here. This is a form, and I called it my awesome list because it helps me create a list. All I have to do is bring this up on the phone, and you can make it into a small little icon button on your iPhone, cell phone, any of them. And all you have to do is hit the you hit the little icon, and it'll open this up for you, right? And you're wondering why, but I think it's a great idea. So I was going to show you how to do this. It's great, man. It only takes 3 files, and it's easy, man. I know this is a PHP course, but I wanted to see if I can show you how to do a whole bunch of things that you can have. And I'll put it in the description below so you can have it completely. It will be the actual file, like the index.php file, the script.javascript file, and the style.css file. Just these 3. It just helps you create. You can call it anything you want. This is like a list maker. Like, for instance, if I open it up on my cell phone, I could just say, well, today I'm gonna need to do. I need to get milk today. Get milk, right, like that. And all you have to do is add it. See how it adds it for you? Then it gives you the 2 buttons. Okay. So it gives you the button, the blue button is to edit. Then it gives you the other button in case you want to delete it. Let's add another one. Let's say need to change oil. That's the car oil. So you add it. Look, see. And what happens is, let's say during the day you did all this stuff and all that, and you kept it like this, you didn't clear it out or nothing, and the next day you go visit, it's still there. You know why? Because it's running using JavaScript. And remember what I said, JavaScript is a programming language, right? It's a good. The thing is that it's a little rough, and they did update it, and it's so much better, right? You got your HTML. Let's go here real quick. You got your index.html. You already know that, either HTML or .php. I always do PHP because I always have PHP stuff in it. Let's say if you're gonna do anything like a simple thing, you can do the HTML, but I just get in the habit of doing .php, right? Because the HTML, this stuff here, which let me see if I can open this up. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Let me see. Let's open this up. Oh, let me move this up a little bit. See how it looks? It has the numbers, right? You see how that looks? It's easy. You can create, you can easy to learn. It's HTML, but if you stick with this, this what creates this. So if I went here and did the view source, wait for a second. Come on, man. Let's do this. See? Look at that. This is what this is right here. So it's simple, right? It starts out with HTML. That means you're using HTML5, right? And then you have to say that the language is EN. That will be for English. And of course you got your head. You put all kinds of stuff on the head. You've seen it before in the other scripts. Then you have your little link, the style. Now this style link here is this. Let me see. Let's go get it right here. Look, style. This. So let's open it up. See, like that. And then you have your JavaScript. We'll open it up too. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you all of this. I'm gonna give you 1, 2, and 3 files, and I'm gonna put it in the description. All you have to do is bring it down to your production or the local host if you're still experimenting. But this works. Or if you haven't done that yet, just use this. Just use this. Call it up like this, and have it on your phone. Make it into a button. That way you can have like an icon. All you have to do is like, oh, let me make a list. Hit the icon, and this opens up. Now, if you did that, and I did that, and 100 other people did that, this information, get milk, need to change oil, it's only you. You will only one seeing this. Me, I will create another list. You're not going to see it because it's going to sit on my phone because JavaScript runs on the client side. Okay? So that's what this is. Where are we? Did I open? Yes, I did. Right here. See, JavaScript. I mean, it's a whole completely different language. You create constants. It looks a little bit like PHP, a little bit. It's just a little different. This gets the element by ID. Now, what is all that? Well, if you come here, see where it says ID. You give it a name, and this one here, where this is a placeholder. This is what bounces up inside here. Right, and then if you want classes like this, clear button, that's what this is. By where is it? It's in here somewhere. There it goes. Clear button. See? And what that does is it clears the button. You hover over it, change the background color, which is kind of like what this is. See that little change? That is. But I know this is not a CSS course or an HTML course, but I'm going to give it to you anyway. All you have to do is take all 3, 1, 2, and 3, right? Download it from the description below, and then start using it. And you're going to see that, I mean, it's not that hard. Like, for instance, this UTF thing here, that's like a metadata, right? It's that HTML tag that makes it possible to use, like emojis and other characters that ain't in the traditional ASCII character set, right? And then this here, right here, where is it? Right here, this thing right here, which is the viewpoint. That I'm gonna write it all. I'm gonna put it all here. I'm gonna add it all in. Let me see. What I'll do is I'll create a file and I'll keep this intact, or maybe not. And I'll just add it in here. I'll just put it like this. This is how I would add like this. Oops, excuse me. And then you can put all these little things here that I'm about to say right now. Okay? I'll have it ready for you anyway. So that way, when you open it up, I'm not gonna, something. I'm gonna give you this. Then I'll have another one that says index underscore description, like that. And all you have to do is open that and have I'll add all kinds of comments, because the reason why I'll do this is because I'm gonna say a bunch of stuff down, and it's gonna make this kind of look it'll be too big, and then you're gonna get confused, and I just want to keep it simple like this. Now with this CSS is all the rules that you want family to be Arial. You already seen this. Background to be, I think this is more like a light background. This is flex because we're using flex. I mean, all these things. I will have a whole thing about CSS. I mean, there are courses out there that you can use. It's fantastic anyway, and you should learn it too. You should learn HTML. You know what I mean? Which is this stuff right here. I'm calling it a PHP because I'm going to add PHP stuff too. But right now, if you want to use this, you can use it. No problem. See, you can clear it out, right? See, it tells you, oh, we're going to clear this out. Boom, look, clears it out. If you add it, let's say, let's go back to milk, and you add it, and you need to, let me edit this. You can edit it. It says, you could say oat milk, like that, and then when you say okay, see, look, it added. But if you don't want it, you can actually get rid of it. And you can use this. Remember, I could use it, you could use it, everybody can use it. All you have to do is go here, download it to your, just call it, and you know how you could do that, right? You bring up your browser, bring this thing up, right? This URL, and then when it comes up like this, there's a few little buttons there that tells you you want to turn it into like you want to have it in your home page and your home. Yeah, I guess you call it the. I forgot what the home page. I guess you could call it that. Let's see. I'm gonna swipe my phone real quick. Take a look. See what is it called. It would say, yeah. I guess you could say this is a home. That first one. You know how you swipe and you get that first one. You got all these little icons, so you can do all your little things. Well, that's will be the first, and then you got the. And then if you keep going, you swipe it over, and you got a whole bunch of icons. Why not? This can become one of those icons. And all you have to do is just type it and use it. Because you know, my wife does it. She uses it. My sister, my brothers, because I kind of thought it was a great idea. Because a lot of times they go shopping and they got to write it down on a piece of paper. And then a lot of times they forget the paper, this way it'll be on the phone. And yeah, you can bring up notes and stuff like that, or you can even bring up Google email and just bring a page up and put your stuff. But why not make it easy? Do this, turning into this, and you got yourself like this. Everybody uses it, and when I say that I'm using milk or car or bread, it's only me that I've seen that information because it sits on the actual client side because of JavaScript. JavaScript is what does all this for you. All this stuff. See how you got clear all, add items and stuff like that. It's all in here. The buttons are all in here. And with JavaScript, you don't need the server side. You don't even have to copy. Now you can set it up too afterwards. Like, let's say you wanted to keep this and put a date, and so what did I have that 2 days ago? You could put a little calendar. You can hit the calendar and it tells you how many all the stuff you bought that day. You could do that too using the PHP. But right now we're just using this. It's so much simpler. You do the list, you add it. Let's do it. Nope. Let's say bread. Right? Isn't it cool, man? I just wanted to share this with you guys because it's cool. I did this real fast. It was just one of those things. But I didn't know I was into JavaScript like I told you a long time ago. And you're going to love it. It's great stuff. And this thing here, I want to show you something on like this right here. This is what makes it easy for you to use your website on any device. That's the viewport. This here, it tells you that it's English. It's it's a character set right here. This thing right here, it's HTML. It's like a tag that makes it possible for you to, like I've told you before, emojis and other characters, right? And then this here is the use. Where are we? Where is it? I'm talking about this. And this here is the use. It's the use. For visibility, like in other words, if you're watching this on the, of course, on your cell phone, it'll look like this, and if you're doing it on the desktop, it'll look like this. And then if you make it small, let me see, can I get to this thing here? Sure, let me see. See how it changes it goes with it. Everything is nice. Look at this. You'll love it. It's great stuff. So I'm giving it to you. I want you to go for it. You know, this thing could be. You know, you look at it on a smaller phone. I don't think they make smaller phones anymore. You can look at it on a computer. You can use it as a tablet. You know, it's really good. It's really good, and it's easy. It's simple. Matter of fact, when you get better at it, you can probably add your own stuff and make it even better. Maybe we'll have a video where I can add more stuff to it so you can like keep track, like I mentioned. You know. So remember this here because of HTML5, right? And now this is introduce the method to let web designer like take control of the viewport and to the meta tags, and this is just some of it. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you gotta put in here if you're gonna do production. And you should include the following always. This always, and so when I put it over here outside the head, no, it's got to be in the head. Everything is got to be, anything that's in the head you can't see. As you can see, you can't see that. But it's in there. It's metadata, right? So that's about basically it, you know. It's simple. You're going to love it. You know, this initial scale thing, that's just to zoom in. When you zoom in, this is it sets the initial zoom level. And when the page is first loaded by the browser, you get that nice one because it knows that if you're in the smaller browser, it gives it to you smaller. You know what I mean? If it's in the bigger, you're using a what is that? The pad, it gives it to you bigger because it reads it. And all this information you need it. Okay, the device width, you need this, all this stuff in that viewport thing. This stuff, the stuff you need. What can I tell you? What else can I say? Oh yeah, the CSS, right? The CSS, where is it? These are the rules, right? It's a language. I mean, it's a language, but not like a. It works together with HTML and everything else, because what that does, it just gives you presentation. So it's used to style the HTML tag, like how I have, you know, green, blue here. I got a nice setup like this. Got a little box here. Got a little shadow on the bottom. This is the CSS. CSS does that. So it describes all the elements. That's what that is. And if you just take it, put it in, play with it, you're gonna be so happy. You're gonna say, "Oh my God!" And all you have to do is show your friends. You know, in JavaScript, well, the programming language of the web, right? It was developed by this guy named Brandon Ike, something like that. He's an American computer programmer, and he's also the CEO of the Mozilla Corporation. And then he worked with a guy named Paul T. Beckett, Paul. And I know he's an American engineer, and he's also an entrepreneur. And he created the email service that Gmail uses. He developed the original prototype of the Google AdSense as part of the work on Gmail. And JavaScript is easy language. In the beginning, when I first started to learn, I was like, okay, I can see this, I can see it. But then it became complicated because it couldn't do certain things. That's why they always have this guy named Douglas Crawford. He did a book that says JavaScript, but the best part of JavaScript, and that's how I learned it. Then I started to get into more of the other things, and then I changed the new version, latest version of 2025, which adds a little different things, but it's pretty good though. So I tried to be like a complete expert of it, and I kind of did. But after a while, I was like, I was getting tired of it, and I'm like, because I always wanted to deal with the database and stuff. So I always wanted more like a dynamic website. This gives you good stuff. This works on the client side. But if you wanted to do this stuff coming out of, let's say you wanted information coming from a database that's making it dynamic, then you would need PHP, or server-side programming language, right? So that's about it. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna send it into these things. Well, let me see if I can kind of go like this. This is the CSS. See. Let's see. Giving it to you slowly anyway. It aligns the item. You got your font size, 17 pixels, colors. All this. See? Simple stuff. And then, of course, this is your HTML. You got your clear all buttons, right? You got this button. You say add this button. And then JavaScript will add these guys for you. Once you put this information in, JavaScript will read this and say, okay, boom, boom, put it in here and give you the two. And of course, give you different functions. Where is it? So it'll give you, this is a function, this is right here. All this stuff, constant, where is it? Oh, here it goes. Here's your function. add items, and then you have your create list. This creates the stuff for you, and then you have your delete item, right? And then you got your edit item, which is this stuff here. Calls a function, and calls a function, and calls a function. And this is actually within a function, basically. That's what this is right here. It's within a function. And then it calls each other, and it does all the work for you. It's good stuff. Good to, you know, if you want to like look at this stuff and you know, get into JavaScript, and this will help you out. But at least you'll see it. It's all written there. You can kind of change the name. If you want to change the name here, you can kind of find it here and do it. But I'm going to put it in the description below, and that way you can have it. All right. Well, guys, I'm gonna show you how to do it. First, this is one of them. And then I'm gonna go to the next one, where I will show you. Let's see, maybe this one. I'll show you how this one is done. So I'll give you this too. How about I give you this one? I give you this just like I said before that I was gonna do it, and then I'll give you this one, and then let me see what this is. Oh yeah, I give you this membership thing if you need to do a membership form, and I give you this one too. I'll give you all of them. How about that? If this video is a list maker, then I'll give you these other videos for this stuff, and I'll have that script all in the description below. So obviously you have to write it, and then when you look at now, we'll talk about some of these things anyway when the time comes. So I guess on the next video I'll do this one in the next video. Okay, like put a burger, see how he adds it. Pizza. It's kind of like what they do in the stores, restaurants. You know, go, what do you want? And then they kind of click. That's what this is. Anyway, that's about it. Reached the end, and if you like what I just showed you and you're gonna use it, please tell me if you are. You're gonna love it. You're gonna see. Put it in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up, man. That will help me out. I appreciate it. Until next time, good night.